Happy Black Friday, babes. I've got my holiday vibes sweater on and we are ready to shop. So I wanted to share over 50 of my top favorite Amazon deals with you guys today. And these are just like, oh, these are on a good deal. These are things that I like have, love, use, own, recommend, all the things. I think maybe with the exception of 2 items that are like on my wish list. So we will go ahead and get started. Do know some brands back out, some deals change, so use this as more of a guide. I'll have a number right here on screen, and then that number with the direct link to each item will be in the description bar and comment section. So you're not gonna have to go to my storefront and like scroll or anything. It is a direct link. So number 1 is the T3 Air 360. This one's roughly 21% off on Black Friday deal. And I must say, like, they have this on Sephora, they have this on their website, they have it in a few different places. The deals kind of look like Amazon, I think is roughly the same price as other places, but I really haven't touched my Dyson Airwrap since I got this. And you guys know how ride or die I was for the Dyson, but I think I just also am so ride or die for T3. And when they came out with something that is a fraction of the price and performs so well, I was very much so sold, like just very sold. And Amazon really has stepped it up in the beauty category. I feel like they are coming for bigger brands, but like that is definitely one that like I just cannot recommend enough, especially on this Black Friday deal. Number 2, the Shark Cryo Glow Mask. Now, it does look like it's roughly under $280. I couldn't get like a specific, it looked like one of those where it was like $70 off or something. It didn't give me a percentage. This mask is very much so been a game changer in my routine. You guys know I have struggled with rosacea and acne for years and years. I did IPL at the very beginning of this year. And one of the things right away that changed with my rosacea was my skin texture. So if you get IPL for dark spots, like Lumecca IPL for dark spots, your skin gets very flaky. Rosacea, it's almost the opposite. Your skin gets very soft. This mask has made my skin insanely soft, like almost right away. So although they tell you, oh, you know, take a before picture, use it for 8 weeks, and then look at the after picture and like compare and see how your skin looks, almost immediately noticing that difference in the texture just after like a week and a half, 2 weeks of use, and it feeling like my skin feels after IPL, I'm like, okay, this bad boy is working. But I also love the under eye cooling portion. I think that almost immediately got rid of the dark circles that I have really been struggling with lately. So under $280, there's so many good benefits to this for acne, for anti-aging. I wish someone would have told me 5-10 years ago to start using this, and I just cannot recommend it enough. Again, like I know it's up there in price, but this is even cheaper than I bought it on Sephora for. Okay, number 3, we're not gonna talk near as much for the rest of the products moving forward, but the L'Occitane shower oil is roughly 20% off. This is one that is so hydrating. They have a few different sizes. They have like a refill. So it would be a good stocking stuffer or a good gift to give by itself. You could stick it in a little goodie basket, but it just makes your skin really hydrating, and such a small amount goes a really long way. Number 4 is the L'Occitane almond milk concentrate. So this is a little different than their lotion in the sense that it's a little bit thinner and creamier, but the tub of this is so massive. Like once again, I was like, when is this product gonna run out? Like I have had this for so long, and it is 15% off. So I just now had to restock mine, and I think I got mine like back in March maybe. So I use it all the time. Like I am a full lotion on the body kind of person, and this lasts forever. So 15% off for the almond milk concentrate. Amazing. Number 5, the Shark Glossy. Whenever I get comments about my hair, there are 2 things that I have done. I have always used the same shampoo and conditioner, and I've always used the Shark Glossy. I actually used it today. I feel like it gives your hair the truly just like glossiest, shiniest finish with like no product. You don't even have to add product for the shine, but you can use this on dry hair or damp hair, which I really do love. It has control settings for the heat or the blow dryer. So it's a little bit just better for your hair than maybe some other products that used to fry hair in like 2020, 2019 that I used to use. Not gonna name any names, but this is basically the smarter version of that. So I get comments about my hair all the time, and whenever I do, I'm like, yeah, it's because I use the Shark Glossy. So that one is going to be 28% off. And then number 6 is actually the Dove shampoo and conditioner. These are going to be 23% off. They're going to be like under $7. You can get these in store, but I'm not sure what those Black Friday deals are. But those two things kind of go hand in hand. Whenever people are like, oh my God, your hair looks so good today, I'm always like, thank you. I use the Dove shampoo and conditioner and the Shark Glossy. So something about that combo is just fire for my hair. And again, like under $10, like you just can't go wrong with that. Number 7, I actually am gonna link both of these. So we have the Laneige Lip Mask for 15% off. I have used this every night for, at this point, 4 or 5 years. It is my favorite. I only use the like berry scent flavor, and they have so many good like kits and other products. The Laneige Lip Kit is 30% off. They have like a full little set. I will also have that linked under number 7. Any Laneige product you can't go wrong with. I feel like it's just the best sleeping mask ever. So you could do a stocking stuffer, or again, like put this as a part of like a gift set. Number 8, the Medicube Zero Pore Pads are 55% off. And if you have ever used like the Zeo mat, those Zeo ones are they make my skin kind of like burn for a long period of time. Like even my eyes burn. The Elemis like pads, those kind of burn. I was really nervous to use these Medicube Zero Pore Pads because I do have rosacea, and although I have IPL, like you don't want to irritate your skin more than you have to. And the first time I used this, I was like, it doesn't make my skin burn. Is it even working? And I'm telling you, I notice a huge difference in my skin when I use this, like just to make sure I got all my makeup off after the shower. I don't use it twice a day. I maybe use these like 2-3 times a week, but a gigantic tub, 55% off, is gonna last you forever. It's gonna get all that crud out of your skin, but it still is gonna work on sensitive skin girlies. Number 9, the Medicube PDRN masks. 38% off. I am going to stock up on these, and I already have a pretty good stock, but PDRN and my skin just agree with each other. I think these are one of the best masks on the market. And I saw a video on TikTok, a girl was like, watch my skin absorb this mask. And she put the mask on, sat her phone down, and then did like a time lapse. And literally over the course of like 2-3 hours, her sitting there doing stuff, you could watch it like seep into her skin. And when she pulled it off, her skin was just glowy. And that's how I feel. Like PDRN just makes my skin glow. So being 38% off, anything PDRN you really can't go wrong with, but I'm definitely gonna get a ton of those masks. Now, number 10, the Medicube Age Reversing Booster device is 15% off. This is the, like, there's 2 different devices that they have. This is definitely the nicer of the 2. This is amazing. However, I have to be very careful how much I use this because I do use that Shark Cryo Mask. I don't ever want to overdo it with my skin, but this kind of helps your skin just like absorb skincare a little bit more. There's a few different settings on it, but for me, it's really just kind of making it absorb those skincare products a little more. So I use this like once a week whenever my skin is just looking a little dull, maybe needs a little boost. And I feel like this with the collagen jelly cream, like you actually dip it in the collagen jelly cream and then rub it all over your skin. It literally looks like you've just gone to the spa, gotten a facial, and it took like maybe 4 minutes. It will tell you when it's been a minute. So I usually do about a minute on this side, a minute on this side, and then a minute on this whole like middle part of my face. And I'm telling you, it literally looks like you've gone and gotten a facial. Like your skin just glows and is gorgeous. But I also will link the mini booster under number 10. So that one is 30% off. So I don't believe it has as many settings. It is a little bit smaller, but it kind of does the same exact thing. It's also for Medicube. I'm such a huge Medicube fan. I'm actually giving one of these away on Instagram in December. So really, really good product. Both of those will be under number 10, and they're just 15% off, you know, really something that's gonna just take your skincare and turn the dial up to 10. Number 11, the Shark Flex Fusion is 25% off. Now, this is kind of like the Dyson Airwrap and the Glossy and the straightener all in one. So this can blow dry your hair, curl your hair, similar to like the Dyson Airwrap or even the Shark version of the Dyson. It also has the straightener attachment, and it has like the curl. It has all the things, okay? It's got the round brush, it's got all the things. So this is kind of the best like one-stop shop, and something that I am very interested in trying, which is why I included it on this list, because Shark, I think just between the Cryo Glow and the Glossy, like I've really opened my eyes up to their products. They know what they're doing when it comes to beauty. So that one is 25% off. Number 12, this Belif eye gel. So they do have, I use the blue one because it's not retinol. I can't use retinol around my eyes, but they do have one in a pink tube that has a retinol. I believe both of them are 30% off today. I will say, the Belif eye gel is one of those things that almost immediately I noticed a difference. Again, I woke up at 30 and my body was like, happy birthday, we have dark circles now. And I've really been doing everything that I can to help either slow those, let them like not get darker as time goes. And while the cooling mask made a huge difference, I noticed that like even my under eyes, I felt like the product, like my concealer just looked different after I hit 30. And I was like, lovely. This almost immediately took my skin back to like my 20s. I feel like you put this on, it's very, very cooling. And the very first time I used it, I like put it on, I was like doing something like this and I was like, are those mine? Like it almost immediately made my eyes look a lot brighter and lighter, but I have very sensitive under eyes, so I didn't have an issue with that. But I can use this under makeup or at nighttime. I use it twice a day. And it is just so, so good at so many things, but cooling, getting rid of the dark circles, all the things, 30% off. Again, number 13, the Marie eye gels. Okay, I'm all about eye stuff right now, clearly. These, if you have ever watched my vlogs on Insta, you know I put those eye gels under my eye every morning. That is simply to help with puffiness. They are a marine collagen. They're sustainably sourced. They're glittery, but you just put those on and immediately they just make the puffiness go away. I feel like my skin looks a lot better whenever I use these, like my under eyes does look better. So I've just been very, very diligent about all under eye things, especially again, since I turned 30, since I can't stop talking about it. And those are going to be 36% off on Black Friday. Number 14, these next three specifically were my top sellers last year. And I was floored. This tweezer kit, number 14, is 27% off. I think it's under 10 bucks. When I tell you this was a top seller by a landslide, I was like, come again? And I like refreshed it and made sure. So then I went and looked at Prime Day and I was like, okay. So we're all collectively obsessed with the tweezers by a landslide. My number one top seller last year, last Prime Day, last Black Friday, last December, like a massive top seller. And I get it. These tweezers taught me that not all tweezers are made equal. There has never been a time when I've like, you know how sometimes you're trying to tweeze your hair just over and over and your tweezers just won't grab that one hair? Yeah, not these. You got to be careful with these because they're going to grab it and they're going to pluck it. And it's just a little set. Sam has one, I have one, and 27% off. They're like under 10 bucks. I'm telling you. The best tweezer set ever, and apparently a lot of you guys agree. Number 15, this scalp massager is 40% off, again, like right under 10 bucks. And I think this one was kind of a top seller last year because I did share like, this is really nice that I'll use because I use a clarifying shampoo every few washes, and I really want to make sure it like gets in there, and it can definitely help promote hair growth. But my brother and even my dad were like, oh, we use those in our beard. Like they really get their beard clean. So it's just such a small gift. It's a great stocking stuffer, but really affordable. And then number 16, the Beaky Beauty Sponges. I'm gonna be honest, there have been a couple other brands I've tried. I even like went back the other day. I randomly threw away my beauty sponge on a trip and I like didn't have one. So I was like, oh, all they have is, you know, the Beauty Blender brand. Let me go grab that. And I hated it. I was like, I just need to go back to Beaky. Like anytime I try anything else, I was like, I just need to go back to Beaky. It's affordable, comes in like a 5 or 6 pack, under 10 bucks or like $15. Super, super high quality, does such a good job at applying your makeup, makes everything look clear, but you can trade them out like every month, or I guess just throw the other one out every month, and it's just not something that's really expensive. So number 16, definitely a top seller last year, and something that I just like need to stop trying other things. Like I just have to quit trying other brands. Beaky does it best. Now we are into the home, kitchen, and like appliances category. This was a pretty big one. I didn't have a ton of different categories in this video, but I lumped a bunch of stuff together. Again, things that I love. Number 17, this retractable car charging cord. When recording vlogs, I'm always like, that freaking cord. It just bothers me. Like my car always has this long white cord in it from where I connect my phone to CarPlay. And I was like, I just can't do it anymore. So I grabbed this and it's 42% off. It just retracts the cord right in. So it's a little bit neater and nicer in your car. Nothing crazy, but would make a great stocking stuffer. Number 18, this was also a mega top seller last year, and I totally understand why. So it's 28% off for this portable tire inflator, and this is exactly what it sounds like. You don't have to plug it in. You do have to keep it charged, but you don't need someone else to help you, and it will help inflate your tire just all on its own. So it's a nice kind of like emergency thing to have, which I think is, I mean, everyone really could use this, that, and even like the little jump starter packs that are just like, you don't need another car. You never know. So these are nice to have, but make sure you keep it charged. And like, if it's been in your car for an extended period of time without being used, just get it out, you know, check the battery, kind of see how it's running. But portable tire inflator can really save you. Number 19. So the Tenco iFloor 3 is 37% off. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, there are a lot of different modes and models and this and that. Y'all know how die hard, like ride or die I am for the Tenco. I don't think you need some crazy expensive machine. Like they have some that are like $250+ even on sale. You don't need those. The mop and vacuum feature on the most basic model possible of this brand is very high quality. All you need is the self-cleaning feature. That's literally it. But it is going to mop and vacuum your floors at the same time. It's not something that can be used on carpet, but I find so long as you have that self-cleaning feature, then that's really gonna take care of like the clunkiest part for you. Like that's the part I hate the most is cleaning it. So having that self-cleaning feature is nice, but you just don't need any of the like crazy fancy models with this and that. Just like basic model is still so good. It's the one that I have. So 37% off for that one. Number 20 is the Oura Ring 4. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I did not know what the discount was because Oura changes the price based on the model and color. So like, I think gold is more popular than silver. So I think the gold is already more expensive. So even if it's on the same deal, it's gonna still be more. I'm not quite sure what model we're on right now for Oura. They might be on like 5 or 6, but the Oura Ring 4 is the one that I did see was going to be included on Black Friday. So something to keep in mind. My mom actually got my dad an Oura Ring for Christmas, and he is already wearing it and loves it. Number 21, the Ninja CREAMi, 22% off. I shared a video the other day and it was talking about my like weight loss transformation. I've lost 57 pounds since I gave birth to Roman, and everyone's like, how? And it's very simple. Weightlifting, high protein, and patience. It takes time to lose that amount of weight, especially after you have had a baby, and then tack on more time if you are breastfeeding on top of that. But for me, the real change started to happen in the kitchen. And for me, that was when I started to really eat protein, like high protein, hitting 120+ grams of protein every day. Even though I hadn't changed my weightlifting schedule, my workout schedule, the weight flew off faster because I was eating high protein, I was fuller longer, I had more energy. And that's when I just really was like, oh my gosh, all this time, it is protein. So I started using my Ninja CREAMi every single night and making myself chocolate protein ice cream. It's so easy to make, it's absolutely delicious, and single-handedly, I believe my Ninja CREAMi is why I lost a good chunk of my weight. Because who doesn't love eating ice cream and also hitting your protein goals? So 22% off, but they did have a few different models. You don't need, again, anything like super fancy. You literally need light ice cream. That's the only setting I've ever used. You don't need the 11-in-1 or the 12-in-1 or the fancy color, just light ice cream. That's all you need. Number 22, so the SKG neck massager, it looks like it's 20% off. I will leave my discount code in the description bar and comment section. I'm not sure if it is stackable on Black Friday, but something to at least give it a shot and try. This neck massager, I've shared this a couple times already, and one of the things that got it for me was I was like, one day woke up and I like couldn't even move my head like this. Like I was like, oh, I got a crick. I put this on, and before the full cycle had even ended, I was like able to do this full range of motion. It's heated, it has a million settings. Sam fights me for this all the time. Like he steals it. It's really good. And then number 23 is the heated foot massager. This one's 30% off. I got a second one, like a second heated foot massager, because Sam stole my other one so much. So this one's mine. Again, I'll leave the discount code in the description bar and comment section. Definitely just give it a shot, see if it works, but 30% off. I will say, of the two that I have, this one's definitely nicer. So SKG is moving up as one of my top favorite brands for sure. And again, Sam was trying to steal it the other day and I was like, no, sir. No, that one's mine. Now, I do have a decent amount of Ninja appliances here because Ninja, in my opinion, is very similar to like KitchenAid. I mean, just such a high quality brand. So number 24 is the Ninja Upright Waffle Maker, 20% off. I don't know why waffle makers are so difficult to clean, but it's like something about it being upright just makes it easier. This is one of the best waffle makers ever. I feel like it's thorough, it's quick, get the same quality every time. If you set it on 3 and you make all your waffles on level 3 and then 1 week later you do the same thing, they're going to come out exactly the same. It's not inconsistent like other waffle makers I've tried. Number 25, the Ninja Coffee Pot is going to be 40% off. So this is the exact one that we have, but full disclosure, I believe they no longer make the stainless steel carafe like ours. I now only see the glass and I'm not sure why. But something to think about. Apart from that, I've looked every single feature and detail and button. It's all exactly the same. And Sam and I love this because you can make a single serve, you can froth with this, or you can make a full pot of coffee. The Ninja Knife Block with Sharpener is 50% off for number 26. This is actually something I have on my wish list. I, of course, like trying products and sharing them with you guys is part of my job. And I love my Hinkles knife set so much, but I love Ninja so much. And when I saw this sharpener, I was like, I want to try it. So that's on my wish list and it's going to be 50% off on Black Friday. So I will probably snag that on a deal. Number 27, the Ninja Meat Thermometer is going to be 30% off. And I'm really excited about this one. You guys know I've loved the MEATER. I've talked about it for a couple years now because you can throw it right into your turkey, your steaks, whatever, and it's going to measure the temp while your item is cooking. But it was pretty expensive, especially when it first came out. It's a relatively newish product. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew that other brands were going to be like, bet, and they were going to come out with their own version of it. And that's what Ninja did. And I feel like it's actually a better price. But again, Ninja, in my opinion, it's like KitchenAid, it's like Pyrex. It is a really, really good brand. So I have high hopes for this one and I kind of want to get it again just to try it out and see how it compares to the MEATER thermometer that we have. Number 28, tell me why it took me so long to be an immersion blender girly. Okay, now this is a hand mixer and immersion blender combo. It's gonna be 18% off. We've had a hand mixer and I use it all the time, especially for crock pot food. You can cook chicken down in the crock pot and then stick your hand mixer down in there and shred it. Same with soups. But I just, I don't know, I just wasn't loving how messy that thing was and just a lot of reasons. Anyway, I decided to try an immersion blender and I was like, oh, I'll never go back. Like this is powerful, but I like that it's a little bit safer to put down in your crock pot because the actual hand mixer is kind of rough on a crock pot, but an immersion blender isn't. It has all the sides protected, the bottom protected, and I feel like it just does a better job. So this is kind of a little combo for 18% off. And then number 29 is the JBL Go 3. So this is already a pretty affordable speaker, but it's going to be 15% off on Black Friday. My boys love their JBL. They put it in the back of their dump truck all the time and will play music outside and they'll ride around in their little dump truck and sing to their JBL and it's so cute. So if your kids like music, if you like music and you're looking for a good affordable speaker that is still really high powered and is going to last you, then that is it. Number 30, the Stanley 40 ounce cups are 25% off. Finally. There are so many good brands now that have these 40 ounce cups and they're all on sale and Stanley never put theirs on sale. And I was like, why? You guys are just doing this to yourself. Just because I love a brand doesn't mean I'm not looking at you going, that's dumb. Why are you doing that? And Stanley was one of those. So I do like that they finally put theirs on 25% off and it's the 40 ounce cup. So that one is on a Black Friday deal. Finally. And then number 31, the Best Choice Christmas tree. I am kicking myself. So when we moved into this home, our little 6-7 foot tree was not big enough. And at the time, this brand either didn't have the 9 foot or it was out of stock or something. I can't remember what it was, but we looked and we were like, no, we love that Christmas tree so much. Why don't they have it in the size that we want? And now they do. So it does look like all sizes are on Black Friday. They have 6, 7, 9, and 12. I cannot recommend a tree enough. It is gorgeous, flocked. I mean, just lasts. I think we used ours for 4 or 5 years. It was such a good Christmas tree. We actually still have it for the boys. We just have not put it up because they wanted each individual trees that were pencil trees. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna find somewhere to put this in my house because we do still have our 7-foot one and it is just so, so beautiful. So if you're looking for a new tree, I highly, highly recommend that one. And then number 32 is the Shark Mop Vacuum. This one's 55% off. I always get asked to share mop vacuums and I have the Roborock, full disclosure, but that thing it was sent to me. And it's like over $1,200, $1,300. Like it is so expensive. And again, I do think that Roborock was like a little bit ahead of the time. They were kind of the first one to do it the way that they did it. And so now all of these other brands have come out and you can find a little bit more affordable machines that do the exact same thing, that have the self-cleaning features, the smart detect features. And this one's 55% off. Next up, we have Apple AirPods 4. They're 38% off. And just to be honest with you guys, like I'm not someone who needs like the newest headphones. Like I think they all work the same. They're all just good. So if you want AirPods, 38% off. Okay, I love them. Beckham Hotel pillows. These are always a top seller. They're 48% off on Black Friday. I am such a pillow snob as I've gotten older. That is like one thing I've realized, and it is always these that I go back to. My boys have these. We have these. We have six on our bed. I like to surround myself with like a pillow fort at nighttime. So does Roman. I can't get enough. Number 35, this heated blanket with a remote control is 22% off, and I'm a blanket girl, and so are my boys, and they love a good heated blanket. So there are a few different styles and colors and sizes, but this is the one that I have. Washes and dries easy. You don't need to wash it, you know, every time you use it, but I would say it's still relatively easy to wash and dry. Feels very safe in our home, but I love a good heated blanket. And then number 36 are the Shokz headphones. These are 31% off. Sam was even wearing these the other day. Like there was a soccer game playing that he wanted to listen to, but he was playing with the boys and I was like cleaning and he had these on because they sit on the outer part of your ear so you can still hear everything while you have your headphones in. So he wears them at work primarily, but he did have them here the other day. So that's a great gift to give. Number 37, the Our Place Always Pan 2.0 with steamer basket is 27% off. I do know I'm flying through this video. I try not to talk this fast usually, but this is one that, again, I own like 4 of these. Like I have the regular one, the 2.0. I think I have 2 of the 2.0s and a mini. Like I bought the full set. Anything Our Place, you just can't go wrong with. So 27% off is for like the full, the whole kit caboodle. You get the Our Place Always Pan, the steamer basket, and then the little spatula with it. So that's a great starting point. It's non-stick. Very non-stick, non-toxic, free of all the forever chemicals. And then number 38 is actually the Our Place Wonder Oven. So this, I believe, is the first time this has been on a Black Friday deal. So it's 16% off. I absolutely love this. People will always say it reminds me of an Easy Bake Oven because they have like kind of the orange pink color. But again, free of all the forever chemicals, but still works so well. Like honestly works better than an air fryer in my opinion. So great, great item to have. Number 39, the Skylight calendar is gonna be 22% off, you guys. I absolutely love my Skylight and I will talk about it forever and ever. It's the best gift. I think this is gonna be definitely one of the top given gifts this holiday season. Like it is just so convenient. And every time I hear someone talk about it, they're like, it's life-changing. And I was telling a guy that one time and he was like, why does everybody say that? And I was like, because it is. Just keeps everybody on one page. You can do a to-do list, a calendar. It syncs with your phone quickly. It's very easy to set up. 10 out of 10 recommend. Number 40 is the Shark Mess Master. This is a portable wet dry mop vacuum. I couldn't get exact deal info on this one, but this is a great option if you have little spot messes all over your house. Number 41 is the Chom Chom roller. This is 47% off. This is already really affordable. And I actually used to just use this for like our bed, if our cat like, you know, had a ton of hair come off, or like our sofa, but I could not get a ton of animal hair off of a coat. And one of my friends was like, just use your Chom Chom. I was like, this is genius. So it also takes hair off of clothing. That also was a top seller last year. I was very surprised, like by a big, big margin. Number 42, the Bedsure Throw Blanket. This is 27% off and it's under like 20 bucks. You can get so many different colors and sizes. We have like 4 or 5 of these in our house. I think my mom has a couple. So if you're looking for a good throw blanket to give for a gift, this is a good one. Number 43, this car cleaning gel, 30% off. Again, a great stocking stuffer, something that sold well last year. You just run it over all the gunk in your car and it just gets it all up, but it can get gross pretty quickly. So definitely time to restock if you have one. And then number 44, the last one for like kind of the home lifestyle category, is the Hinkles knife block. So this is our personal knife block, 17% off. Hinkles is a brand that's just built to last. So I love that this one was 17% off, but it did look like they had a few different like styles and, you know, different size variations that were on Black Friday deals. Number 45, the Anrobest sweater with cuffs is 38% off. This one's super, super cozy, but a heads up, sizing up in this one won't get you any extra length. So you're good to get your true size with that one. I have a few different colors and it's super soft. Number 46, the Orale coat, 33% off. I actually was wearing this when I was very pregnant with Ezra. I think I was like 28, 29 weeks pregnant. And it snowed out, and this was like the warmest coat ever. The price on this one has definitely come down in the last few years, and it's a really good coat. So a good price for how warm it is. And then number 47, the Adidas sneakers are 25% off. These are the kids sneakers. I do think that Adidas has a lot of their stuff on sale, but I couldn't find exact info on all of their shoes. Little hack, especially if you have like smaller or smallish sized like adult feet, you can get a larger size in kid shoes and they're actually more affordable that way. I have size like 9.5, so usually I can't get a kid size, but that is a little hack to maybe save a little bit of money. Now we are, again, I'm trying not to talk too much, in the kids section. If you do not have kids or not interested, thank you so much for watching. Click the subscribe button. I have so many other good gift idea videos coming your way soon, and I've already shared so many, but I have a handful of things here that I wanted to share. Number 48 is the UPPAbaby Vista V3 stroller. I wish someone would have told me that I didn't need the bassinet. I think ours, it came with like the bassinet and then the attachment that you're seeing on screen. And we used the bassinet like twice collectively with both of our kids. Like we never ever used it and it was so expensive. So the actual base stroller is more affordable and you don't need the bassinet. So just something to keep in mind. Number 49 is this balance bike. I always share it. It always is a top seller and it's 12% off. Balance bikes are a really cool way to teach your kids how to ride bikes. I think people used to think that it was the pedaling that was the thing, but it actually is the balance portion. So we got this for Ezra and now Roman uses it and they definitely are both well over the time. Like they're ready to learn to ride bikes like really. And we have gotten Ezra a bike that he outgrew super fast. So we're getting them both bikes for Christmas. Because we got them this, we can tell they're ready to learn. Number 50 is the Duplo Legos. Now this is a Peppa Pig set. It's 20% off, but Duplo Legos are great for smaller kids. My boys absolutely love them. They do work with regular Legos, but we wanted to get the boys Legos, but they can't have those tiny little pieces. So Duplo is like their small kids line. You can throw these in the dishwasher. They cannot be swallowed. They have so many different styles and kinds, but they can get kind of expensive. So that's why I included this one that's 20% off, but the boys love Duplo so much. Even Ezra the other day like saw some Duplo in the store and he was like, oh, Duplo Legos. Number 51 is the Melissa and Doug food truck, 30% off. I love Melissa and Doug toys. I think they're so high quality. And I do think that a lot of their stuff is on deal on Black Friday. But this just looks super cool. Or is it food truck? I think that's what it was. Or a food station stand thing. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. This is something that we want to get the boys, basically, which is why I'm including it on this list. But 30% off, you can never go wrong with their stuff. And then the last product is Magna-Tiles. I share this anytime I can, 20% off, and I always say the same thing, get the biggest size possible that will fit within your budget because Magna-Tiles go such a long way, but like I love playing with Magna-Tiles. Sam loves playing with Magna-Tiles. They all match and attach to each other and they are just so convenient. Our boys love them and have loved them from like, I think they were like 15, 16 months when we first got them Magna-Tiles. And now they're 2 and 3.5 and they still play with them. They just play with them differently. There's longevity there in that toy, but just such a good gift that literally anyone can play with. So that is it for the Black Friday video. I know we are talk, and people are gonna complain whether I talk super fast or talk too much, but let me tell you, there's so much going on today. There's so many Black Friday deals, and I just hope that this was a little bit of help for at least my favorites. So again, make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new here. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.